So I couldn't explain that very well. So I'll just kind of show you what I mean. First of all, I have to try and create the kind of look of the grass. And I want a dry brush look. And got quite dirty colours here actually. Okay. Wow. But I like it. I like this. And I'd ideally like dry brush down here. I'm not getting it, but I'd like it. So something to remember in the future. And then, this is what I'm trying to talk about. Get a real watery mix. This is quite dry. And this will probably go wrong. But just pure water. And I'm hoping to actually get those ugly cauliflower marks, because I think that would look good. It would suggest those kind of white fluffy things on top of the grass. What are they called? Horsetails? I don't know. And while it's still wet, I want to do some of the darks. Once again, you need these thick punchy darks, but not too many of them. So I can't really get dry brush here, so I'm just doing lines. So it hasn't been that successful actually, but there you go, I tried. And then what I'm going to do is the shadows here. This is dried out. I might spray it a bit. And then here we go. And I have to keep it minimalist. Oh, it hasn't dried that much. So I'm going to drop in, some of it has. Going to try and drop in some shadows. Ooh, that's very powerful. Hopefully it will work. And then down here some dry brush. Oh, I'm painting on another sheet of paper. And then a few darks. Don't want to overdo it. Maybe I have. Okay, now when this is dried, I'm going to do these trees, and maybe I can do that mountain in the distance because I need to get that done. Really, I should wait for it all to dry, but so I'm trying to make a kind of purplish with a bit of red in it. And I'm glad that I've left that little white bit. I wish I could have done it a bit better, but that kind of suggests those white heads. And then soften this. Ooh, what's that? Oh my goodness. So just wipe that out. And maybe just go for the trees. So my brush is too big, but let's have a go. So I'm going to use yellow, touch of green. I'm going to splay the hairs like that, and then hopefully it'll look good. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit too much of a bright green, needs to be a bit more muted, but I'm going to make another green now, so maybe that's okay. Ooh, and that's too muted. And the wire keeps catching again. Oh yeah, it's catching on my zip. Okay, don't have a zip. Okay, and then here, get that lovely edge, and then here some green is going to end up getting blended into this, and we're going to get a soft edge. Okay, move to my next brush. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, just have to keep persevering. That's maybe too dark, but trees in the distance. I cannot tell you how much I have persevered with watercolour painting. I was at this river maybe 10, 15 years ago. Okay, maybe 10 years ago, I don't know. Trying to paint things like this. Trees going away in the distance and failing. And I still fail. But at least nowadays I succeed a bit as well. Thank goodness. But it did take too long. It took too long to get good. And really, ideally, I wanted this running down a bit, these dark marks. But the paint's dried off. And I've got to remember to leave the green, not cover it all in shadow. And to have some lovely darks down here. Okay. It's okay, but it's not great. Yeah, it's not too bad. I love the sky. These trees not quite working. I like to think they're passable. Okay. What I might do is just run some yellow down here. Okay. And run some yellow down here. And just run some down here. Blending it a bit. Okay, and getting that light area above. Now this, it's okay, but not brilliant. Okay, here's my figure. And this path is a bit boring. I need to liven it up a bit. So I need to use something grey. Oh, that's better. Okay, and then let's do this figure. Okay. And a few stones here. Kind of simplify this. Wow, how long has this been going? 11 minutes. Not too bad. It's when it gets to 20 that I really need to stop. Maybe this figure needed to be a bit bigger. And I didn't quite do this right because this grass should be up to about shoulder height. And can you see how faint it's become? So that's why when you paint it, you really need to make it very, very red, so that when it dries and becomes fainter, it's actually noticeable. This is a dog. This is a very funny looking dog. Okay, but not too bad. Not too bad at painting. Let's do a shadow. We're getting to the end of this painting. Quite simple, this painting. I'm pretending the light's over here on the right hand side and it's catching here, and I guess all of this would have a shadow too, so I need to kind of add a shadow to this. Never thought about that. And then try and do some shadow here. Not too much. Okay. Hopefully that's it. And now this path here, right at the front, I need to liven that up a tiny bit, make it even darker. Okay. Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, I think that works. Okay, I'm getting up to 15 minutes, so maybe I should pause here